I'm very excited for this partnership. And the reason is we get requests from fintechs every single day. Hey, we want to integrate into this community bank. Hey, we want to do this and we want to use your systems and this and that. And for us to integrate into every single fintech is just, it's too much work. The fintechs don't have the time. Maybe they don't have the right, compliance systems in place. Now we just say, oh, okay, you work with Braid, and once they're integrated with Braid, they're integrated with us. And so that's a huge opportunity. So when a banker then comes to us, and maybe they're already our client or maybe a prospective client, they're like, "Hey, Damon, I'm considering doing banking as a service. What are your thoughts on that?" I can just say, "Look, you can get the whole package in working with our partnership with Braid. You'll get us, you'll get Braid, you'll get revenue right away, you'll get control over the fintechs you're working with. You can pick the risk tolerance you like." It just makes it a lot simpler for a bank to go through the whole process versus the bespoke process where maybe some of the systems can work together, maybe they can't. There's a lot of duct tape and glue and and all this other stuff. So we're really excited because it just speeds up time to market, and that's what people need.
This is a direct result of all of our community bank customers supporting fintechs that have heavy, heavy, heavy outbound international payment flows. And in our environment today, the only way that that's possible is if the beneficiary provides a correspondent, right? It's a very clunky process. It isn't even a technical problem, and we estimate that maybe we're losing 20 to 30% of the flows just because of that one piece of friction. And enter Acceleron. Now we have this ability to access a network of correspondent banks through a single API. And the whole idea is that we're going to be able to go to our bank customers and say, hey, now you can bring this frictionless FX piece to the table. Your fintechs are going to have a better experience from an integration perspective, and we're collectively going to increase or regain some of that lost flow that's created as a result of the friction. So from an offering perspective, from a revenue potential perspective, and from a time to market perspective, it all makes sense across the board from the Braid side.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought up the frictionless, right? So what we see every day, is a lot of community banks can offer foreign exchange, but they have to manually key it into their current correspondence system. And for like a fintech solution where you're bringing maybe dozens or even hundreds of these transactions a day, that's just not even feasible. So the bank says, we can't do that. So our network brings to the table straight through processing. So it gets keyed in once, it gets into the community bank's AML sanctions BSA system for approval. They're excited to approve it, and then gets sent to the appropriate correspondent to be processed. So there's no manual entry.